Hey, Nick Inman from VolumeProfileTrader.com, Saturday, September 1st. And in this video, we're going to look at a bunch of positions that we're in and also some names that I want you to keep your eye on as far as opportunities. So let's get into it. First things first, S&P. And, Bernanke came out relative to Thursday, which basically just shook out weak hands. Bernanke gave the market a reason either for shorts to cover or longs to get long. The point is 13.95 still holding as support. We do have some lower highs here, however you want to look at it. So basically, we're in a tight range and we're looking for a breakout. I think if you're looking at the S&P, you look at the point of control for the month of August, and it ends right at 1400. Use that, in my opinion, use that as your pivot. If we stay above 1400, we'll probably go retest the highs, maybe make new highs, melt up towards 1450. I'm just throwing a figure out there. If we can't stay above 1400, you're going to look for selling opportunities to get out of some longs and into some shorts. So keep an eye on that. Also, 13.95, you can see the volume. 13.95, 14.15, but really the heavy volumes at 14.13 or so. You can see that was pretty good resistance. We're right in the middle there, and we're just going to have to wait and see. So any recommendations right here, right now, stay flexible and be ready to either scale out the longs and initiate shorts, or initiate more longs, stay long, something along those lines. So S&P, however, looks pretty good as long as it holds 1400 to 1395. The Dow, one thing to note here is it did make a lower high on Thursday, so we do have a series of lower highs and lower lows. We'll see if this is just like a pullback to a new rally, or whatever the case may be. On the Dow, you have 13,150 to 13,100. That's your high volume area for the month of August. Right now, it's a little bit of resistance. That point of control at 13,110 or so is a level to watch also. But overall, I think as long as it's working, as long as we're not going down, I think everything's okay to stay involved in this market. Just be opportunistic, look for a case for both sides, and you'll be all right. Just to show you, NASDAQ, nothing's really changed here. I have to say, looking at equities versus commodities, I think an overweight commodity position is the right thing to do. And that's kind of what we've been doing, and we'll go over that in a second. The VIX, Friday, we'll see how everything works out. Draghi speaks on, I think, this Friday coming up. So that's another thing. Also Monday, Memorial Day. So you would just have to account for that short week. Don't put too much risk on one way or the other unless the market warrants it. So let's go into some of our positions. First, equities, Coke, just long some 37.5 calls, and basically looking for a reversion back up towards 38 and change. Low 38s is where I'd be taking profits. The position is right around a break even, so basically no change there. McDonald's 90 by 92 half call spread, so we're basically looking to get involved right around these levels and look for a move up towards this high volume area from the month of July. So that's kind of what we're looking for. We need to see a breakout above 90. If it doesn't do that in the next week or so, probably take the position off, see if we can reload again at a more opportunistic time. ConocoPhillips just kind of continues to work, bouncing off the value area. point of control for the month at 57.22. We had a little bit of resistance there, so keep an eye on it. However, this is one of my longer term plays in equities. Got in back towards the lows where the dividend was around 5% if I remember, and I like that, especially on a name like Conoco. I feel like I can hold it for a couple of, maybe a year or two, and probably make 50% on it, something along those lines. So that's what I'm kind of looking at on Conoco. All right, IWM, this is the only bearish position I have out right now. It's just basically long 81 puts, short 80 puts. We got a simple call spread here. The pay was 35 cents, so you basically get a 3-to-1 payout if this works, and it barely has to drop anything. This is expiring in September. Right now, this position is right around break even too, so no change. However, once we get closer to September expiration, this will have a little more sensitivity, which is what you want. So if we could wait like another week or so before the market starts turning down, you'll see those profits be realized as far as the full potential of that dollar spread much quicker. So I don't think this is too late to get in. Just realize, you're just going for a hedge on the portfolio where you get a 3-to-1 payout. And I think that makes a lot of sense, to be honest. All right, silver. Frustrating. Got in on this, and I see this is at the top, but my time frame was much longer. So one thing, shame on me for going against my plan, but we did save ourselves from drawdown, and hopefully you got back in. So the thesis was, I'm going to zoom out so we can see, and I'm going to bring in a 2-year, 2-day chart to see on silver. And I'm going to go to silver futures for a better look at this. So basically what we're looking at is a huge high volume area in this lower level where silver has been trading in for the majority of the summer. Well, finally we got a breakout from that level on good volume. This is the fourth. Well, if I do a 2-year, 1-day, this is, you can see the breakout that we got, and we have consolidation and now more upside. So basically the way I'm playing this is just through, I do have some silver leaps that are working, and some SLV long that's working also. I actually bought it on Thursday. I didn't say that to the public, but hopefully my position was known that I was bullish of silver for going, higher prices. There was just no formal announcement for re-enter for a shorter term position. However, this is up 3% now, over 3% from where I bought it, so this is working out quite well. Let's see. Now I guess we'll go to gold, which continues to work. What's frustrating on gold is we had a call spread out, and it was 164 by 167. What happened was I bought the position too late, and it threw me out of rhythm. That position is now worth, I'm trying to pull that up to you on another screen so you can see. Let's see, that position is now worth $1.20. We bought it for 80 cents, so the profits are 50% there, and I took a 25% loss. So that's frustrating. However, I'm still long a lot of GLD, and that's working out, so I can't be too upset. I lost 25% on that spread, but the payout was 400%, so keep it in context. It really, dollar-wise, it really wasn't that big of a loss, and it's nothing to worry about too much. Copper, I just want to show you, we're balancing at this point of control for the last 2 years. That's all I kind of want to point out. Keep an eye on it. Freeport was kind of the name I wanted to show. Basically, a big bounce off of these lows here. Clearly, a 50-day moving average, which is this blue line, blue moving average. Let's get rid of these lines. All right, so 50-day moving average support. Value area low for the month. Saw a nice bounce off of that. That's clearly some short covering, so be aware of that and kind of go from there. Now let's just show you some names that you may want to keep on your radar that look good, and I have to say it's the credit card companies for a potential breakout. So MasterCard kind of looks like the weakest of the three, but holding its point of control for the year. Just take note of that. Let's go to another one, Visa, which is the outperformer. Off the 55 SMA, little double bottom here, can you call it, and just keep your stop below 125 or so. Yeah, even 125.70, keep your stop below there and just see if it starts to turn in your favor. If it does, go for it. The one that looks the most interesting to me is American Express. We've had a nice consolidation. We're seeing a breakout off the point of control for the year after some, triangle consolidation breakout. I think you place your stop under 56, under this swing low here, 56.27. If it comes down, touches here, you don't want to be long. You could even get a little more aggressive with your stop, say just under 56.75, because you kind of are looking for a breakout from this range, so you don't necessarily want it to come back to these levels. So if you keep your stop under 56.75, which is this line right here, I think you're okay. And if you get stopped, it just didn't work out. But I would have to say that 61.5, basically year-to-date highs, 52-week highs, it looks like that's a very good possibility. So just keep it on your radar. I guess it's important to note that the point of control for July is right here right now. Didn't even notice that, so we should check Visa. Good consolidation here. If it breaks above 128.28, we're all clear in my opinion. And MasterCard, a little weaker, so I would just stay away from that one. So if you do get some follow through in here, these are pretty good names that look like opportunistic. However, I do want to stay on the gold and silver trade for a while, let it work, and the McDonald's spread. If we do see a market that does rise up, this is 3-month consolidation, a breakout above 90. What would hold it back? There's no volume here, so what would hold it back from going back up into this 92 zone, which is what you want to see, and that we paid 70 cents, I believe, for this spread. So we'll risk about 35 cents to make a potential $2.50. I'll take that risk any day of the week, especially when the technical picture sets up. We're just looking for the breakout, and if we don't get it, that's fine. We'll scale down, and if we do get it, we'll ride it higher. Also, the IWM, the put spread to keep us protected just in case the market reverses. It's easier to get short if you're shorts, if you already have some skin in the game there. So that's something to point out. The Coke call is looking for a reversal here off of levels that it has reversed before. Plus, it is the value area low or value area high for the year. So that's something else. We've also had a big drawdown here. So we're looking for some type of reversal, some type of reversion back up north of 38. So really that's it. And take care. Have a good weekend, long weekend, extended weekend. Continue to do a good job. Expect the August trade summary up on the website. I just have to do that after this, and you'll see the results for the month of August. So take care. Have a good weekend, and I'll talk to you later.